United States is very funny. Please give it up for Caroline Richards.
Hey everyone.
Hello.
So it's pretty crazy how living in New York you learn to tune out a lot of noise. You know, in the suburbs you might open your window and hear birds chirping. But out here I open my window and I hear screaming and fights breaking out, beer bottles shattering. I keep telling my friends to keep it down on their way out. But seriously, the things I've learned to sleep through, the sirens, the blaring car horns, there's just one noise now that is so horrible that it still jolts me out of bed every time. And it's the shrill sound of children's laughter. I know that sounds petty, but I hate kids. I really do. I hate them. They're so needy, but just pathetic, but so needy and so helpless. And somebody was like, okay, but so are puppies. Do you hate puppies? And I said, of course I do. The funny thing about New York, though, is that kids here are not like kids other places, okay? Kids here that go to public schools and ride the subways by themselves, they're not helpless at all. In fact, they're tougher than you or I or any other adult that isn't from here, okay? And they will fuck you up. Where I'm from in Utah, if I asked a kid to move, he'd probably apologize and quickly get out of the way. Here I walk by a 9-year-old guy or kid and I'm like, hey buddy, can you scoot over? I'm trying to get through here. And he was like, no, you move, bitch. They're terrifying. Terrifying. And speaking of things to be afraid of in New York City, my parents are always sending me articles like, you know, somebody got stabbed to death today or pushed in front of a train. And it's like, yeah, that happens here. I mean, what can you do? But what we should really be afraid of, I learned last summer, is falling air conditioners. Okay, hear me out. I learned this last summer when I installed my first window unit. The thing is, I'm not handy, okay? So I can barely lift this thing. I'm propping it up on the windowsill, trying to, shut it down. I think I got one screw in. I mean, this thing is barely hanging on. And I even thought to myself at the time, I wonder why they don't make people get this done professionally. Turns out they do. That's what you're supposed to do. But I didn't know that. And if I didn't know that, I bet a lot of other people don't know that either. So just keep that in mind the next time you are walking down the street and look up to see about 50 potential falling death machines. Living in New York really is a dream, though. In New York City, you can be anyone you want to be, right? Except on the one day of the year when a certain group of people really try to push their lifestyle onto you against your will. I'm talking about the New York Marathon. Okay? And if you're from here, you know what I'm talking about. And if you're not, don't even bother going out that day. Everything's shut down. And the reason for it is that healthy people are relentless, okay? I had to walk 20 blocks to my train. I don't want to walk 20 blocks. That's why I'm taking the train. But they want you to work out. They're forcing you. Somebody said to me, you know that you could just get up early and take the train before the marathon starts. It's like, and when would that be? At 6 a.m.? Now you're trying to make me a morning person too? Get the fuck out. If you couldn't tell from this interaction, I'm naturally a bit of a socially awkward person, and it gets worse when technology turns against me, like texting typos. I meet someone that seems cute and text them, we should hang soon, and it comes out, we should bang soon. The thing is, you can send a correction, but are they really gonna believe it was a mistake? I was jumping on a train, so I was quickly trying to message this guy one time that happens to have the same name as my brother. Of course, since I was in a rush, it defaulted to my brother's contact info. Went to him accidentally, and my friend was like, "Oh no, was it dirty?" Said, "Way worse. It was lame." Okay? It was a classic drunk girl hookup line of, "Oh my god, this is so random. I know it's late, but what are you doing right now?" It's like, well, at least my brother will know this isn't meant for him. Until he messaged me back, "Waiting for you, come over." That's all I have. Thanks, guys.